Hello, my name is Liz Leach Murphy from Imagineer. This video is to add to our suite of template videos where we explain briefly what each template is and how it's useful. The templates can be found on the Imagineer website, and we have a range of resources and templates on there that you may find useful to explore and make use of. This is an explainer video for one of the communication maps that we have available, and it's a communication map, how to communicate with me. And this is something that we've utilised in our practice and the work that we do alongside people as a way of helping people to build a better understanding about how to communicate effectively with each other. For us, communication is the bedrock for everything that we do, especially around planning and building a better understanding of each other and the person and how they want to be supported. But ultimately, it's the keystone to building trusted relationships where people can build trust in each other in the way that they can be together in the pursuance of a good life. Quite often, we can make mistakes in how we communicate with people. And what we're intending to communicate, the message that we're intending to communicate, can be missed or misunderstood. So having an appreciation of how to communicate with someone in the best way possible is really useful in building them good and trusted relationships. And recognizing the many different ways that communication actually happens. So we have words to communicate, but we have a whole range of different ways that we communicate. It can be the subtle signs of communication via our body language, but it can also be the resources, tools, and aids that assist communication, and recognizing when it's important to utilize some of them aids, tools in the way that we communicate with each other. Making sure that we communicate well means that we avoid misunderstanding and we avoid the potential to cause upset and distress. So being really clear on that is like with their key. Having a communication approach can actually really help to then build a frame and to build understanding. That might be to do with day-to-day routines, what's happening that day, and even what's happening next within that routine, so that the person that we're supporting can be confident in what is happening around them. But it could also be to do with communicating future aspirations and emotions as well. We know that decision making and choice and control is really key in getting the support right. And again, having a good sense of how to communicate a message to a person or how to communicate information to a person can be pivotal in making sure that that person is taking the lead and is central to the decision-making processes that are happening in their life and about their life. So the approach of mapping out how to communicate well is linking in with the central principles of the Mental Capacity Act and the decision-making processes within that. You'll see on the template that there's different sections, and it's sectioned out to help us make sense of how to approach the communication exchange. So what is the message that we're trying to communicate? What is the best method to communicate that? Taking into consideration environmental factors as well. What response will we expect to receive? And how do we know, how can we determine whether what we intended to communicate has been received in the way it was intended? So it helps us to document down what we understand and what we appreciate about communicating with the person, so that that knowledge and that experience isn't just held by one person, but can be held by the network of people around the person as well. That could be family, friends, paid support workers, and professionals. and the information that's gathered and shared on that communication map can then be shared with that network of people around the person to really work towards the best approach to communication and the potential to build trusted and meaningful relationships. So we hope you find that useful. It is there to download. It's free of charge for anyone to use. The content of the communication map has come from years of experience of developing and delivering person-centered planning and person-centered approaches and self-directed support. We appreciate that the content of that communication map has come from influencers of people that we've worked alongside and been trained by. So it's a well-established approach, and it's there for you to utilize. And please make some time to look at the other resources and templates we have available too. Thank you very much.